All right, guys, welcome to today's session. We want to solve some questions on radical expressions. So find the value of x and leave your answer in radical form. Now, when you have an equation like this, you can solve it by doing cross multiplication, okay? Cross multiplication. You can solve it by doing cross multiplication. What it means is this will multiply this, and the whole of this will multiply the whole of that. So like this, okay? You can do cross multiplication. All right, so let's do cross multiplication. So we'll end up with 3 minus square root of 7 times 2 plus square root of 7 is equal to x times 4, obviously 4x. Okay, so when you expand these two binomials, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times square root of 7 is plus 3 square root of 7, right? And then now when we take this minus square root of 7 times 2 minus 2 square root of 7, and minus square root of 7 times square root of 7 is minus 7 is equal to 4x. So let's rearrange them. 6 plus 7 gives us 13. Now we have 3 square root 7 minus 2 square root 7. So we'll end up with positive square root 7 is equal to 4x. In some videos, you will hear radical 7 is the same. Radical 7, square root 7 is the same, all right? So radical 7. Now we want x. We're not interested in 4x. So what do? We divide everything by 4. Divide everything by 4. So we'll end up with x is equal to 13 plus radical 7, all divided by 4. Is there anything else we can do? No. All right, so this is your answer for this question. Any question? All right. Now, the next question says find the solution. Find the solution of the equation radical 10 plus 6 is equal to 6. What we have to do first step is to get rid of the radical symbol, right? Get rid of the radical symbol. In getting rid of the radical symbol, it means you have to find square of each side, okay? You need to square each side. When you square each side, then it will get rid of the square root. So the square root goes away. We're left with 10b plus 6 is equal to 36. Then we have 10b is equal to 36 minus 6. 10b equals 30. Divide by 10. Divide by 10. b equals 3. All right. b equals 3. Let's move to the next question. The next question is solve the equation radical r plus 5 equals to 2 radical r minus 1. Here again, we need to get rid of the radical symbol. So we square both sides. So r plus 5 squared. Now this is where it gets interesting. Because remember, when you square anything inside the radical, you square the whole radical, the radical symbol goes away. The numbers or the variables inside the radical are not affected. But in this case, you will see that this number is not in the radical symbol, it's outside the radical symbol. So it will be affected by the square. Okay, what I mean is this. So now we'll end up with r plus 5 equals, what is 2 squared? So we get 2 squared into bracket r minus 1. So r plus 5, 2 squared is 4. 4 r minus 1. Okay, so r plus 5 equals 4r minus 4. So let's group all the r's at one side, all the no r's at another side. All right, So I can say r minus 4r is equal to negative 4 minus 5. Then I'll get minus 3r is equal to negative 9. Negative 9. So how do I get my r? Divide everything by negative 3. So I get negative 3r divided by negative 3 is equal to minus 9 divided by minus 3. Negative goes away, this goes away. R is equal to 9 divided by 3 is 3. So our solution is R equals 3. All right, let's go to the next question. I think it's the last question. Solve the given equation. I don't think there's 3 here. Okay, there's no 3. Solve the given equation. Now, there are 2 ways of solving this. You can either go straight ahead and square the 2 sides, or you can first cross multiply before you square. I prefer to cross multiply before I square. So my 3 moves to this side. Okay, then it becomes 3m plus 2 or radical equals 3m. Now I want to square both sides to get rid of the radical symbol. Then I'll end up with 3m plus 2 is equal to 9m squared. Rewrite this as an equation, send everything to the other side. M squared minus 3m plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so now if you choose to use factorization method or the quadratic formula, whichever one you prefer, it's up to you. I will use the factorization method. Okay, factorization method means I'll do a by c, I'll get 9 times 2, I'll get 18. I'll get 18. So what are the 2 numbers that when I multiply, I will get 18, but when I add, I'll get minus 3. Find them and finish it up. All right, I'll see you in class. Okay, so someone asked me to finish it up, so let's finish it up. Okay, this is minus, not plus, yes. So minus. So we minus 18, okay. So we end up with minus 18. So what are the 2 numbers? When we multiply, we get minus 18, but when we add, we get minus 3. That's so 9m squared. That's negative 6 and positive 3. So negative 6m plus 3m minus 2 equals 0. All right. What's common here? 3m. So 3m is common, and I'll bring the remaining 3m outside, minus 2. Plus, what's common here? GCF 1. All right. So I'll bring my 1 outside, and 3m minus 2 all equals 0. Okay, so we'll end up with 3m plus 1 and 3m minus 2 equals 0, right? Yeah. Minus 3, minus 8. Okay, yeah, that's it. So our solution becomes 3m plus 1 equals 0. So 3m equals negative 1 and m equals negative 1 over 3. And we also have 3m minus 2 equals 0, 3m equals 2, m equals 2 over 3. So our solution is m is equal to 1 over 3, negative 1 over 3. Interesting. Negative 1 over 3 and m is equal to 2 over 3. All right, I hope this helps you. See you around.